Hi, everybody, and welcome back, and thank you for being here on what's turned out to be a beautiful Thursday in the neighborhood. Had a few wet notes here and there. That's a good thing. We needed some rain desperately. No news there. Could give you some news in regards to the rainfall. This week, in totality, here in downtown Sagersville, some folks more, some folks less, of course, but looks like 2/10 of an inch, about a quarter of an inch Monday and Tuesday, about a half inch Wednesday, about a quarter of an inch today, 1.13 inches for the week, 3.76 inches of total rainfall for the month. There are still some showers in your forecast. I don't think anything to the extent of what we have had, but we did certainly need the rain. And we saw the sun thereafter. It's been a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I've got a fallish feel, I think, to the forecast when I get there in just a few seconds. Desk of news we'll get to in just a few moments. A quick update and a quick explanation or two. I had provided one last night if you caught the show, which was a little unusual, but as far as Henry's Hot Dog Company is concerned, closer. We are getting closer most every day. We did take a big setback yesterday and day before. So here's the situation. Here's where we are. I still am not putting a hard date on there. I know it's going to be in the next few days or so, week maybe or so, but Coca-Cola, which has already had their equipment set up now for days, is coming back. They were to come back today. They had an emergency situation, and them coming back Monday really didn't affect my calendar, so to speak, because we still have some other important things to do. So Coke is coming back Monday to have everything put in, get the filters put in. My Coke will be running and all the other things we have on the fountain. The ice maker will be working as of then. We as well will have our cash register system in sometime in the middle of next week. That's two big key components. Yesterday, we did a brand new service line underground that runs from the pole to the restaurant. I call it a restaurant, whatever you. It's kind of an oddity. It's hard to call it a food truck. It's not a truck. It's an Airstream that's going to sell hot dogs and ice cream and cobblers. That new line failed, blew out. And we spent yesterday 6 hours or 7 or probably more than that. I had to leave and get on the road to Lexington for an appointment that I couldn't miss. So spent entirely the day pretty much digging in the rain and the mud, digging it up, finding it, replacing the entire thing, getting it back up and going. And that was a big pain and a big setback, which has now been fixed. So with that said, we'll go back this evening, and we're going back, and we do have a staff to open with. I am so happy to announce, and we'll be training them. Their shirts have been ordered. Cobbler came in today, 3 varieties, I'll be glad to say. Just holding off and getting all the ice cream in because, I want it to be nice and fresh and ready. We're close. We're very close. It has just been a lot of small things, a lot of large things, and a lot of things that have been out of our control. But we're getting close. I think I'll see I'll see it happen. I think we'll all see it happen in the next few days. So my apologies for that and your understanding. Again, I thank you. And I'll be glad to get you an update more than that as soon, I promise, as I have one. A number of things to talk about tonight, including some indictments that have been served and now unsealed, handed down by the McGoffin County Grand Jury, a case against one of the 2 former teachers who are facing sex-related charges with children and students, has shifted direction. I'll have that for you and a host of other things when I come back. I'll be right back after just a few messages.
Youth.
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Fraser's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday's special is livers or gizzards or both for just $5.79 plus tax at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe, and that's with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit. And you can stop by and dine in 10 till 9:30 or drive through 10 till 10 every day at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. Seeing the need for food in our part of the world. ARH, Appalachian Regional Healthcare, and the system has announced that they were making a donation. They had recently made an appearance at the God's Pantry Telethon for their Hunger Action Month, and the Director of External Affairs presented them with $1,000 in matching donations on behalf of ARH, part of a $200,000 sponsorship of the God's Pantry Rescue Program, which, when launched, is going to essentially collect excess food for distribution to those in need in the ARH area. Nika Larian, who is the External Affairs personnel, said the sponsorship will provide 2 Prestonsburg and London-based ARH and God's Pantry co-branded vans, which will travel to area retailers. They're going to pick up extra food and then see that it gets distributed in eastern Kentucky. With ARH representatives saying that we produce enough food to feed every person who is hungry, yet more than 700 million people go to bed hungry every day, saying that between 30 and 40% of all the food produced in the United States goes to waste. That is staggering numbers, but not surprising, I don't think, to any of us. So Nika says that close to 1 billion meals end up in landfills every day. Food rescue, Larian says, is an underutilized solution that can help minimize that waste while feeding the hungry, saying the program is another extension of ARH's commitment to preventative health care, saying that they have 9 food pantries on site in their hospitals, so a patient who screens as food insecure can get a shelf life stable box that will get them through the next several days, 3 to 4 days, along with a menu card made by a registered dietitian, so they know how to prepare the food, and they're hoping to continue that effort. And with that $200,000 sponsorship, indeed, ARH is going to do just that. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And we certainly, as a nation and as a society and as a household, all in, do have a lot of food waste. A woman from the Louisa area, from the viewing area, was caught stealing cable and has been charged with criminal mischief and damage and trespass to key infrastructure assets. While it happened in Martin County, it was a Louisa woman who was found next to a lot of copper lines that had been cut down and apparently thrown over into some weeds or some brush in an effort to try to hide them from authorities after they got a complaint of someone trying to get a truck unstuck that was stuck on a piece of private property. It's when authorities arrived, they found 33-year-old Cassandra Hamilton there. She had a knife in her back pocket. They also found a number of stripped copper telephone lines that had been cut in half and thrown into some tall weeds near the property as well. And she was arrested just earlier this week, day before yesterday, I guess, on criminal mischief charges and trespass of key infrastructure assets. It's an ongoing situation in which Foothills Communications, cellular providers, and other utilities are battling not just the theft of the cables, but more often than not, it is the damages left behind. More often than not, it is when fiber optic cables are cut either next to copper or because they are thought that they are copper and are of absolutely no value and cause tens of thousands of dollars in repairs. There are several court cases in the Magoffin, Johnson, and other neighboring and area county courts just like this one. While this one, however, does appear to be isolated to just stripped copper lines and, as I understand, no damage to any other utility. And other arrests are related to Magoffin County indictments, which were returned back earlier this month and have since been served. 3 more indictments to report tonight, which were among those reported out earlier this month on the 4th day of September by the Magoffin County Grand Jury. One in the name of a Lexington, Kentucky man, Joshua L. Pemberton, for trafficking in a controlled substance greater than 2 grams of methamphetamine. That case brought before the Kentucky State Police DESI unit. Zachariah Dante of Sayersville was also named in an indictment for possession in first-degree methamphetamine, possession first-degree fentanyl, possession of drug paraphernalia, and being a persistent felony offender in the first degree, meaning that he is charged with having 2 prior felonies on his record before these felony charges. And lastly, a Wellington, Kentucky woman, Destiny P. Reynolds, indicted for possession in the first degree for methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, tampering with a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia and failure to transfer and require and maintain required insurance for the vehicle or of which she was operating, which she was also charged with no operator's or moped license as well. More top headlines in just a few moments. Right now, let's go to tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. It has a couple of birthdays to start off, special birthdays. They're all special, as you know, I say and believe, no matter whose they are. But these 2 are special to me tonight. One a special, not so little, but still very young person, and one person who has perhaps been one of the biggest fans of this show since it began. Celebrated her birthday with her family yesterday. Anna Joe, from the kids, from the grandkids, from all of your family, from all of us here at Your News Today, who wish to thank you for your loyalty and viewership over the years. Happy 83rd birthday tonight to Anna Joe Salyer, who did celebrate it yesterday, but I want to make sure I got it right, and I wasn't here in my normal capacity yesterday, so day belated. But nevertheless, happy birthday, Anna Joe Salyer, the happiest of birthdays, and thanks to you. And to our little bubbly 13-year-old now niece, that is painful to say, Eden Allen, celebrating 13 years. We're celebrating 13 years with Eden today. Happy birthday, Eden. I hope it is, and I'm sure it has been a wonderful day for you. Happy birthday. Now onto the calendar. Don't forget, Saturday's a big day. Top of Improvement Hill here in Magoffin County in North Magoffin Fire Department coverage territory. Their hog roast, soup, bean dinner, and auction. It all gets underway at noon. They'll be up there early. Come start the day with them, end it. They've got, of course, great food. They've got great entertainment, a great auction, and it all starts on this Saturday. And I'll have a nice Saturday forecast to go along with it in just a few moments. You know, this sounds like it's a little early, but October rolls in here next Wednesday. And as such, that's also the first of the 2 regular commodity days for the Water into Wine Food Pantry, 1st and the 15th. Their senior commodity day for next month is the 16th, and they're still on their summer hours of 8 to 10. So there's your reminder. And also a reminder, a couple of other important ones as well. And this one, if you want to be a part of these virtual community forums talking about enhancing foster care outcomes in Kentucky, you can go to CFCRB at kycourts.net. That address there at the top of your screen. You can do this virtually if you would like. They've got sessions coming up. Well, they had one today. Their next one is going to be Monday, and they've got 2 in October, the 3rd and the 8th. They'd love to have you be a participant. McGoffin County Head Start and Preschool has enrollment going on right now. Open enrollment for your 3 and 4-year-olds. Give them a call, 349-3488, as they're getting ready for another bright and happy school year. And from there, another reminder. This one we talked about late last week, or earlier this week, I guess I should say, the Marksberry Symposium on Aging and Dementia. This is from our Senior Citizens Director, Marlene Howard, who understands that maybe we all don't understand just how many people out there deal with dementia and live with it, either directly or indirectly. And this is a free event. They're going to have a free continental breakfast at 8 a.m. They're going to start the thing at 9. You can bring your questions, and they'll have experts there. And they hope that you will join them if you at all are possible. This is Saturday, November the 1st, 8 until noon for the community session. I've got the address here. I'm going to blow this up a little bigger. If you want to zoom in that QR code, you can. But give me another day, and I'll get that a little bigger and better and get you the actual address. And I think there's another way you can register as well. You don't need to register for the calendar. You just have to send announcements to me, and that, of course, includes anything for your church, group, club, organization, and what have you. Funeral service announcements tonight. I have one, and it's from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. It tells me that services will begin tomorrow afternoon at 1 for Kenny B. Gamble. He passed away Monday at the age of 81 at the Greg and Noreen Wells Bluegrass Hospice Care Center. The son of the late Sherman and Lizzie Howard Gamble, he survived by his daughters Rebecca McCarty, Tanya Lunsford, Angela Brown, and Kendra Wireman, his brothers Kermit Mason, Herbert, Eldon, and Mitchell Gamble, and 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandkids. He was preceded in death by his wife, S.E. Grace Gamble, a brother, and 4 sisters. And again, services will be tomorrow at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home Chapel.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Salyersville. Don't let the colors and shades and styles of the season escape. New must-see arrivals are at the Seasonal Shop. Already famous for their most cozy of home decor, and now for ladies' fashions too. Business, casual, a night out, they have you taken care of. And when it comes to a night in, the shop has gone all in on their sleepwear selections that are even more comfortable than they are already classic. And don't forget bridal and baby registry at the shop, the Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
In other news tonight, you may have read in the Salyersville Independent today that a former McGoffin County Schools teacher charged with online enticement and cyber stalking a juvenile has now requested through his attorney that the federal court allow him to be rearranged for a hearing after an original not guilty plea, it looks as though, attorneys for Jordan Cobb, according to documents that we have, of course, have requested for him to change his plea to guilty. The filing for rearraignment was made just Monday of this week on his behalf. Cobb was federally indicted back in April of this year and charged with online enticement and cyber stalking. His federal indictment accuses him of trying to persuade or induce or entice an individual under the age of 18 into sex with an electronic device, which he can be charged with rape in the third degree for, saying that this was going on or happening around April and May of 2023, and then later around June of that year, he is accused of trying to harass or intimidate that same juvenile victim. He is scheduled for a rearraignment hearing October the 6th. That will be week after next, 10 a.m. at the Covington Federal Courthouse. As of airtime, a jury trial was still on the docket for October the 14th in Ashland Federal Court. That, should the plea agreement or change of plea happen, of course, will be null and void. He has already pled not guilty to the charges and has been held in the by the U.S. Marshals at the Pike County Detention Center since he was arrested back in April. This, of course, all follows being indicted here locally by Magoffin County grand jury for 2 charges, same or nearly exact to the 2 that the federal prosecutors picked up and charged him with. His federal indictment came at the same time of that of another former Magoffin County school teacher, Jason Back, whose case is still ongoing. A status hearing has been set for him for Tuesday, October the 14th in Ashland. He does remain, according to records, free on bond. There has been a trial date set on at least one occasion, I believe more than one. It has been rescheduled on a couple of occasions. There is currently not a trial date for Back on the docket. As I said at the top of the program, 1.13 inches of rain thus far this week, with some, but not as much, in your Licking Valley RECC 7-day. After some AM cloud cover and some showers for some folks, we saw the sun and we saw 85.5 degrees in downtown Sagersville earlier today. Of course, now this time of year are quickly falling. We have sunrise and sunset kind of meeting in the middle. Not my favorite time of the year. 7:24 for the sun up and 7:25 in the PM for the sun down. And right now we are at 77 and falling, down to around 61 tonight. We do have a 30% chance of some showers and storms until about 11 or so, as you, of course, just saw why. So, 61 degrees at the bottom of the scale tonight. 30% chance of some showers and storms. Might see a little action. We're seeing a break right now, and it's just going to be a little while if we do pick up something, but it could before the night's over. 76 for your Friday. So we're looking at some cooler air behind all of this. 76 tomorrow, roundabout for your daytime high. 58 for tomorrow's nighttime lows. But we're going to see partly sunny skies for your Friday. I think a slight chance of some showers before 1 or so. Some fog to start off your Friday. And then some partly sunny skies again. 76 degrees. Winds maybe northerly, 3 to 5 miles per hour. Shower chances actually, 20%. Make sure I had that right. Saturday and Sunday for the ever-popular weekend. Pretty nice. I mean, upper 70s, I think we'll probably hit 80 on both at least one day, and that will be Sunday. For your Saturday, a slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms after 2. We're talking a 30% chance. 77 degrees for your Saturday. That night will dip down into probably the mid and upper 50s for Saturday night into your Sunday morning. Sunday. I think we'll hit 80. Mostly sunny. A slight chance, a 20% shot of some showers and thunderstorms mid-afternoon. As we see, I think what will be a pretty nice weekend, kind of like today. Some folks seeing some showers, some seeing a storm or two, some not seeing much more than some clouds or some sun. Which kind of sums up your Monday and Tuesday, just not with any thunderstorms. I think it's just going to be run-of-the-mill showers, if anything. We'll start off Monday, upper 70s, maybe hit the 80s again. Mostly sunny, 30% chance of some showers after 2 o'clock or so, just on and off throughout the afternoon. Tuesday, same, partly sunny, 74, a little cooler as the next system gives us some more mild air. But partly sunny, 74 on your Tuesday. Ditto on your Wednesday without any shower chances. And Thursday, nice again. And that's it. That's a wrap. I'm off to guess where? Henry's Hot Dog Company. Trying to get whatever things that need to be done. I'll see you back here tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a regular day in the neighborhood, and I think we'll have a lot of news for you. And hopefully that will be another update on the progress that we make up on Parkway at the new restaurant. With that said, thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Thursday. I hate to say it, fall just officially arrived, but you know what's coming, and it's going to be here sooner than not. So beautiful weather. It's something you want to grab hold of every chance you get. Hope you can, and hope to see you back here tomorrow.